This is Chris Yandek, and you're on CYRP.com. We welcome back Michael Lohan, father of actress Lindsay Lohan, to talk about the latest ongoings in the Lohan family. Michael says Lindsay is fighting hard in rehab at the Betty Ford Center. Miss Lohan finishes her treatment in the first week of January. As far as the aftermath, Michael agrees with me that it's all about the people, places, and things that you surround yourself with that will decide if Lindsay stays clean and away from the drugs. Michael also wanted to address the recent media reports from his ex-wife Dina that claim he owes thousands of dollars in child support. Michael said he's all paid up on the child support route and would do anything for his kids. He claims he even offered to pay for Lindsay's rehab bills this time around. All that and much more from the latest round with Lindsay Lohan's father, Michael Lohan. This is Chris Yandek joining me today. It's been a year since we last spoke with Michael Lohan, and well, he's back to talk about a lot of new things. He's now involved with a rehab facility on top of it. Michael, thanks for joining me. It's been about 13 months since we last spoke. How is everything going in your world, and how have the last few months been, more importantly?
I guess the term "everything's coming together" is very suiting for what's going on as of today. Everything is coming together very well for Lindsay, our relationship. Hopefully, Dina will come on board during the holidays. I pray that she will. And even with the program, I'm working with Lindsay, and all she's been through and I've been through has led me to really dive headfirst into working with this recovery referral business, and we're opening up our own rehabs all over the country.
What I got out of the last year since we last spoke is the message I believe you've been trying to get across the whole time. The message is that you don't care about the money your daughter could make or the future of her career, because there won't be any of that unless she gets rid of her drug addiction and takes rehab seriously. Would you say I summed it up 100%, and if I didn't, did I miss anything?
No, you're right on, and I don't mean to say that at the end is justified by the means, but Lindsay's been through everything I've been saying about her problems, her addiction, and everything else. It's all, everything I said was true, and thank God she got the help she needs. And I'm just very thankful that I'm in the position today that I am to help other people.
I think your biggest frustration has been trying to get on the same level with your ex-wife Dina regarding Lindsay's problems. Has it gotten any better? Have you guys finally reached some common ground on some level?
I keep trying. I mean, I'm always willing to forgive and put everything aside and move forward. But Dina has a hard time with that. And she I guess it's a control issue with Lindsay. And I don't know, maybe she's got some issues with my life and how everything's progressing in my life, and I don't know. It's really hard, but I'll never stop fighting. And never stop fighting for the right reason.
Well, the fact that Lindsay did go to the Betty Ford Center and seems to be really taking rehab more serious this time around, I wonder if you feel like on some grounds Dina finally came to the conclusion that trying to make money and being in movies and all these other things was not important at this point in time, and that your daughter does really have a problem, and she finally came around to that.
Well, you know what? When you're forced to come around to it, I mean, when the court finally said and Lindsay admitted she had a problem, then Dina comes forward and says Lindsay does have a problem, and so on and so forth. It's a hard thing. It's a hard pill to swallow, because instead of saying it from the beginning and saying, okay, let's get this kid some help, why do you have to wait for it to become so drastic to do so? And I just want to. I'm not talking Recovery Hub, but Lindsay's lawyers went to recoveryhub.org. They went to them before I even got involved and asked them to place Lindsay, but it went unnoticed, and it should have been addressed a lot sooner. But you know what? Look, it's better late than never. She's in a great place. We're helping a lot of people, and I hope through this interview that if people do have problems, I don't care if it's alcohol, whether it's drugs, if it's gambling, sex, eating addictions, they should reach out to me or us at recoveryhub.org, and we'll find a rehab for them. We'll find them the help they need and a program they need that suits them, whether it's financially or according to their addiction, and we'll find the right place. That's what it's all about. It's about helping other people, through what we've learned especially.
So what is the status of Lindsay at this point in rehab in time, with her last few weeks in rehab? I believe she gets out at the beginning of January?
Yeah, she does, January 3rd, but it's been a rough 2 weeks. There's been a lot of press hanging around the house that she's in a sober house, so they're basically stalking her, and there's some really nasty people out there, so they actually had to move her at a time like this to another location to hide her, and it's been hard, but you know what? She's fighting the fight. She's been great, and I have a lot of faith and confidence in her, but it's going to be a test when she gets out. I hope she listens to me and follows my guidance. But it's all going to be on her and the people around her.
And so how is the relationship now compared to maybe how it was maybe 6 months to a year ago? I know that you guys have met up at least a few times, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, no, I'm with her all the time and in communication all the time, but that's not the point. Look, when you're dealing with someone that is in addiction, that is not, I love you, honey. She is in addiction and she's going through those fights in her life, she wasn't the girl that she normally is. She was, of course, I'm not the guy I'm not going to give candy to a baby that wants it. If it's wrong, I'm not going to do it. And that caused a lot of strife in our life. You're not going to, she was acting out. That was not my daughter speaking out against me. That was the addict speaking out against me.
And so then I'm guessing you believe then that hopefully this time, as you say, better late than never will be different, but I wonder, given the fact, as you said earlier, it really is going to depend on if she stays away from those people who ate her with those drugs.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's all about people, places, and things. So let's see if she's changed all that for now, and let's see if she continues on that path.
And then again, my question to you, I think people most are wondering is that what is your perspective then now? You're working with this rehab facility, recovery hub, and you are, of course, working and now speaking with your daughter now. It seems to be on a more ongoing basis. What would you say her mental point is at this point in time? Do you see real progress this time around?
Yeah, absolutely. She's got a very positive mental attitude. She actually pulled herself from the movie Inferno, which I know was a very positive thing and sent a very positive message to me that she didn't want to be involved in playing a woman that was a drug addict that and going through the same pain that Lindsay suffered herself. So there's been a lot of signs that she's made a lot of great changes in her life, and I keep praying that it stays this way.